I feel like people have always taken me serious, but taken me serious the wrong way. Like, she known for being crazy or snapping off or doing something to people, like allegedly doing something to
You
people.
crazy?
Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Like, the thing about me is, and I hope people that never understood me before, like, really understand if they decide to watch this video.
They gonna watch it.
I'm very humble about that side of me. Like, I can take it there, but I would rather avoid that.
Look how he looking at you.
I would rather
Yeah,
avoid it,
look how Boopy looking at you.
But I love that about myself because I can protect myself. I can stand up for myself and all of that.
Yeah.
And it's like, but I don't have to be that person. I don't have nothing to, like, I literally carry my gun with me everywhere I go.
Shit. Okay.
But listen to what I'm saying. I carry my gun everywhere, but every single day that I don't have to use it I had a good day.
Hustle just to get all of this shit, count up these racks. Making plays, I'm in the field just like a quarterback. Go harder than any of these niggas, that's no cap. Put in overtime, I am her, I'm really that, yeah. I do not play with these bitches, yeah, I play with racks. And they know I'm standing on the business.
Hey, yo, what's up? This your boy, Lado XL, Mr. 18 Pockets.
Hey, yo, what's up? It's your boy, Mr. McGee, a.k.a. Boopy, a.k.a. Born Rich. And Lano, we in the building, homie. How you feeling?
I feel wonderful today.
There you go.
I do. I
go.
feel wonderful today.
There
We
you
got
go.
a special guest
Okay.
live in the building today.
Talk to me.
We got a writer,
Okay.
poetry, songwriter. We got an author live in the building right now. So
Okay.
we got Miss Diamond Pickett live in the building.
Hey, what's up with you, Diamond?
Hey, I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yes.
Yeah, man. All right.
Are you doing good? Are you doing good?
I'm doing great.
Okay.
Very blessed. Very blessed.
Most definitely.
Nah,
very
that's
blessed.
beautiful, man. So you got a book. You're an author, right?
Mm.
Absolutely.
Respected
A well-respected author.
Yes.
Yes.
Tell the people what's the name of your book.
My book is called "Are You a Toxic Parent?"
Okay.
Great question.
Are you a
Great
toxic
question.
parent? How did you come up with that?
So what got me started was myself first and foremost, like the things that I did wrong with my children.
Oh,
and
okay.
My experiences in my childhood and other people's experiences.
Nice. How many children do you have?
3.
Okay.
Three. Okay, so you saying from your experience, like, is there anything you care to like share with the people, like something that you know that you did with your children that you was like, maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So the main thing that I can speak on is me not knowing how to control my anger. So if my kids are used to me like lashing out and being crazy and now it's coming through them, how can I break that or stop that if I'm being a continuous example of that?
I got you. So what type of things did you do to help change your behavior?
I'm still working.
Still
like
working?
I'm still not perfect. The first thing I can say was acknowledgement. Like I had to be honest with myself about what I was doing.
Now, when you said you was lashing out at your kids, would you say it was like work related, relationship related,
Everything.
just everything?
So everything. Because we grew up like that, right? I mean, I'm just saying, like, I grew up with a mom that was a hollerer. You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
But she could be. But are you saying like she could have a shitty day at work and then come home and yell at
at that ages, I don't know,
Yeah,
right?
you don't know.
At those ages, I don't know what did she get
Why
mad
she
at her?
yelling?
Yeah, did she get mad at her
She
boyfriend?
just-
But I mean, at the time when
Yeah.
I felt like what my mom was yelling about was things that was now, like get up, clean your room, or you know, stop getting in trouble in school. So I don't think it was. I can't say I don't think, but I don't know. Was it other situations that triggered her to be how she was, right? But I'm just saying, like, my mom was that mom that loved you but holler too, right? You know what I'm saying? Black mama, right? Just get your ass
Let me
up.
ask you this, Lano. Do you find yourself doing that to people? Like you have a shitty day at work, or maybe me and you can have a heated business meeting And do you find yourself like going home, taking it out on your girl or the kids and shit like that?
No. But not with no.
You know what I mean?
If we're gonna talk about the kids, maybe probably with
even
people.
Your girl, even with people,
maybe probably with people I might do it because I might just hung up the phone and be upset at somebody.
Yeah.
But like kids, I know to try to control it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Kids get on my nerves though.
Yeah.
I'm just keeping real. Like kids get
fuck
on my
them
nerves.
Kids.
I love y'all, but hey, you know what I'm saying? But at times, you know, because you can tell them to do things a lot of times and they ain't moving to the speed that you want them to do, right?
Yeah.
So I kind of, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I might do that. But technically, I got an infant, right? So I haven't got to explore really being a parent.
And that's why I was trying to kind of take it off the kids for a minute. We're going to talk about kids a lot today, right? Because I might be a toxic parent. You know what I'm saying? We're going to figure that out by the end of the show.
She going to tell you.
But I know you got a little bitty baby. That's why I was trying to take it off and just say, like, do you find yourself taking out shit on other people in general?
Hell yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. Especially if you hang with who I'm
What can we do? I'll ask you. So when we notice that we doing stuff like that, we know that we had a shitty day at work and come home and go crazy on everybody in the house. What are some things that we could do to try to change that type of behavior?
I communicate with my kids.
What's your ages of your kids?
8, 6, and 2.
Okay, so you verbally talk to your 8-year-old.
The last one. His name is Risen, by the way.
What's up?
It's no reconcile with him right now because he don't fully understand who I am. But my older two, like they get it. It's a couple of times where I might want to go upside their head, but I be talking to him like, if y'all don't want that, like I need y'all to do what I'm saying because I'm getting to but I'm just letting them know like if my energy is good when I'm asking y'all to do stuff, I expect y'all to respect what I'm saying and get to it because it's like why even make me have to yell? If I'm being cool, like why let it get to that point? And then now you want to listen. So it's just like, it is a thin line between being aggressive and having authority.
How did you, so let me ask you this then. How, if they still don't listen, right? How do you discipline? Because before you answer, because like I said, I used to get whoopings, right? I used to get talk tos and I used to get whoopings. More whoopings than talk tos, right? But now we're living in a new generation, right? We're living in a new era where things can't get so physical, right? How do you discipline them? Physical, or do you make them go on timeout?
It depends on the severity of the situation.
Okay.
And I say that because I don't feel like I should hit my kids, but it's certain situations where like I feel like that's the only way I can let you know how serious I am, but that's a generational curse. Because my mama used her hands by letting us know I'm not fucking playing with you, so I get it. But I just feel like a lot of times when we do discipline, like it can get taken overboard or be escalated to severities that it just shouldn't be.
No, that's a fact.
So basically, if you are going to be physical with your child, try to do it out of love, right? Don't do it when you're in an anger mode at that moment. Or
see,
yeah, they do try to say that. People still say that.
So I'm supposed to whoop my child. So I'm supposed to be mad at my child Monday, but whoop him Wednesday.
Yeah, like I don't. I want to be careful when I speak on this because
let's
like.
talk.
Because DCS is listening. And they will
Absolutely.
come and pick your ass up.
And not only that, I'm not just going to say that, but...
They got a warrant for it. And they got a book.
Hey, I don't want nobody. Hey, do not
Exactly.
come. Hey, this is a public service announcement. Do not come to this podcast and get your ass locked up, man.
Yeah, because 3 people already have.
Allegedly. Everything is alleged. I'm not admitting to shit.
There you go.
What I am saying is... It's a thin line between just being abusive and like you said, doing it out of love, but you gotta be careful with that too because our kids can carry this shit in relationships as they get older, and it's like a nigga could say he whooping a woman ass out of love, you feel what I'm saying? And it's just like you got to be careful with that because it may like start off or be interpreted a certain way as a child, but as you get older, you can carry that shit and turn it into whatever else.
Most definitely, I feel what you're saying.
Turn it into.
Yeah. So, all right, Diamond, I want to talk about you for a minute, though.
Yeah, let's talk to
what made you just sit down and say, fuck it, I'm finna write a book? Like, I'm finna really do this and make this happen.
So I was literally just chilling in the house on the couch one day, and I just didn't feel like my platform on social media was big enough to just get out and push everything that I was doing. Because, I mean, I don't think Nashville is just a hating ass city, but I'm in a hating ass city, so it's just like
talk to us,
because
Diamond.
it's me. Like, I'm gonna be honest and keep it real. Like, a lot of people don't want me in the positions that's already like placed for me. So they like prolong shit. I don't get the support that I expect, but it's a process.
Most definitely.
So I'm just learning how to trust the process. Like, the right people I'll be aligned with. So whoever don't support me, like, fuck them.
Well, we're going to tell you right now, Born Rich Club most definitely support you.
Absolutely.
We fuck with the city too, man. We support the city, but I also understand what you're saying. But in the words of this guy right here, you got to block that shit out. Yeah. And you just got to go. Because we went from 1 view to 5,000 views. So,
that's
you know
what
I'm saying?
saying.
So, but you got to just trust the process. Like you said. So
I post that book it's not going to be a day that I don't post my shit.
Exactly.
I don't care if I have 0 views, 0 likes. It's not about that. Like,
it's not.
I feel like a lot of times we self-sabotage. Like, we tell ourselves shit that make us doubt us and not pull through. Like,
and you're gonna have that. For an example, right? Even though you can post something and nobody probably like it or views, how does generation work? But I guarantee you, when you see people out, what they say, man, I see you wrote a book, and you can be like, bro, you follow me, you follow everything I do, but I don't never see your name pop up.
And it's so crazy because let me speak on that.
Yeah.
For future references for anybody watching, if I'm out at the club, do not bring up my book unless you trying to pay me for it right there.
Oh, damn.
If you ain't trying to, we can talk business on Monday. But I'm out trying to enjoy myself right now, so I probably wouldn't even remember the conversation afterwards.
Okay. Let me ask you this. So why a book when they say if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in a book? So in other words, they say like our people don't really read books, and plus it's 2024, nobody's really reading. Well, they say nobody's really
they say
reading,
this, allegedly
reading books anymore. So why did you choose a book and not an album, a mixtape, or a fucking poetry album or something like that?
It's so crazy because I had a vision that y'all would ask me this question.
Yeah.
And I've been preparing my answer over and over and over. But now that you actually hit me with it, I have more than one answer. So
okay.
The first reason is the way that the world is moving. We don't know how long we'll have the internet and different things like that. So I wanted something tangible that you can keep. So as long as you take care of it, it's always gonna be there. Okay. So that was number one. Number two, authors are taken extremely serious. So I wanted to have something published with my name on it that came directly from me. Like, it was no google.com for one word that I put. Like, all of that shit came from my mind, experiences, shit that I witnessed. Like, I didn't, like, Ingram denied my book being sold on their platform, and I wanted to speak on this too.
Come on, speak on it.
I gotta get their ass. I think that somebody...
He gotta deal with them. So go.
No, I'm listening to you. Go ahead.
I think that somebody took my book and, like, it triggered them on a personal level, and that's why it was, like, denied. Like, absolutely denied. Like, Amazon had approved it with no problem, but they told me that I had, like, it was guidelines that I didn't abide by. I read through all 9 guidelines 9 times, literally.
Okay.
It's nothing in my book that didn't make sense or that they could say.
That was triggered for some people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think somebody that is a toxic parent and somebody that I triggered thought they was gonna stop was already done.
Yeah. But being a toxic, but reading it, right? So just me being serious. So me reading it and reading Toxic Parent, like I just told you off camera, it made me go back to my father, my grandmother, my mom, my sister, like people, my brother, people who got kids in their life or people who was raised by the people I was raised with. I try to go back and see toxic and stuff like that. So at times that word toxic, it can be triggering, right? Mm-hmm. Just because it's toxic. Mm-hmm. So I want to ask you this question right here. When you are upset at your kids and you said that, you don't really do a lot of physical and stuff like that, what do you call them? Do you curse at your kids?
Yeah. I don't call them out their name. Like I might say sit the fuck down, but my kids have never, and I can honestly say, like, heard me call them out their name. Yeah. Like that's one thing. But at the same time, it's just like it's not really that much of a difference. Like my
sit the fuck down is
okay. So like my mama, she never like called us out our name, but like it's other names that was triggering, like words like calling me stupid or dumb. Like I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather be called a bitch than be called dumb, because the bitch I might get over that, but that dumb that's gonna play back a couple of more times.
Yeah, because
so
you'll start thinking it if
absolutely.
A person is loving
that
you
in that book. Yeah, I talk about all of that shit is in the book. Like I want to be humble when I say this, but I feel like it's like my people's modern day Bible. Like you can go in there literally for answers. Mm-hmm. Just like the Bible make you question your life and everything you got going on. That is absolutely the same thing.
Well, at least like you said, like the Bible, which I understand what you're saying. Basically, for me, you're saying if I read this, it'll most definitely GPS me to not be a toxic parent if I was a toxic parent. You're gonna ask yourself some
questions. Yeah. Like I tell people, I'm not telling y'all what to do. I'm just throwing out different things that could lead to something that ultimately we don't want.
So when you not holler, right? I'm sorry. But when you are talking to your kids, like you said, you don't really use the bad names and stuff. But when you talking to your kids, when you talking to them, are you also showing them the right and the wrong way?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Okay. Sometimes I have to. Well, I'm still teaching myself just to be more calm about everything, because it's not gonna be receptive if it's coming from a place of anger and aggression. So I'm just trying to learn how to maintain my self-control. Like I'm going through some shit right now in my personal life, but I have not allowed one thing to alter or shift my happiness. Okay. Every day I wake up, them kids piss me off, I choose to be happy. Okay. I can't pay my bills, I still choose to be happy. I go outside, it's a flat or the car fucked up, like I still choose to be happy. Like, so I'm just allowing like shit to take its course and understand and keep faith that it might seem fucked up right now, but at the end of the day, like everything is already worked out.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact. I wanna I guess I wanna stick on the word toxic, right? Because I really didn't used to hear this word, I don't know, fucking 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't grow up with it, and now it just seems like it's just taking off. Toxic this, toxic men, toxic women, toxic parents, toxic. Can you, I guess, tell the people what's your definition of toxic? What's the book's definition of toxic?
Toxic is bad. I use the word toxic instead of bad because it's more catchy. Like you see the word toxic, you're gonna be like, hold up, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, for sure.
What she mean? Like,
very alarming.
So like the person who helped me do everything, Alexis K on Instagram.
Okay,
her
what
name
up,
is Kinshay. Yes. she helped me with everything. She's about 3 years younger than me, blah, blah, blah. You know, she done wrote like 7, 8 books. Like, she got other people who she helped publish and different things like that. But anyways, her book that she ordered for me got sent to her mama house. So when her mama opened it, she was like asking her these questions, like, what she is she a toxic parent? Like, what she mean is people toxic and blah blah blah, this and that. And it made her read the book though. So now she was like, okay, I understand. Like, I was a cool parent, but my mama wasn't. My mama, you know, she was toxic based on what I read in this book. So it's just like, she is now like wanting to open up and talk about different things that she was affected by as a child, but that is the whole purpose. So it made me happy to see that what my purpose was is already working and people starting to, you know, using their minds to be better. So.
Okay. So I want to ask this, right? Because I see this a lot. I try to I tell everybody, kids are sponges, right? Kids most definitely see things and they repeat things that you said.
Yeah.
And you said you have an 8-year-old, right? Do you let your 8-year-old see things that they don't supposed to see? Or like even music wise, right? Your 8-year-old is a boy or girl?
A girl.
Oh, even perfect. Do you let your 8-year-old listen to the type of music that's out now, or even see the videos? Sidebar, Sexy Red, Ice Spice, the female rappers. Do you expose your kids to this, or do you stop them from that, watching this stuff?
See, the problem when I was growing up was shit was hidden from me. So like, I'm the type of person, I would rather show my kids and put it in their face to explain to them what to not be like. Like, my kids flat out, I have sat down and explained to them the target on their generation. So they're aware of the things that's purposely put in their face to turn them and be a certain way. So like, yeah, my daughter, she may have seen twerking, but she knows she better not even make it look like like I don't play that. Like, it's things that she have witnessed and seen that she's explained the purpose of it. Like, this is right here in your face to make you be like this, or to put you behind, or to set you back. It's the same thing with my son. Videos with guns and killing people and shit, like they want y'all to kill each other off. And it's purposely put in your face to start you off young, to feel like this is the shit that's cool, and it's not.
Okay. So you're basically saying that you was hidden for these type of things, but as you became a parent, you knew that I'm gonna put this in their face and let them know what not to do, right?
See, I wasn't hidden from it, but I was never explained nothing. Like, if you just seeing something, you might think this is, but I just had nobody to really just sit down with me like I do my kids and just actually explain stuff to them. Like,
because TV raised me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? TV raised me.
So like, my kids watch TV, but I raised them though. So it's a difference.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of things my kids see, but they know right from wrong from what they seeing. Like, a lot of times, like you said, it was the same with me. Like, I was seeing a lot of shit and I wasn't getting no explanations for this shit. So I don't know which way to move. I know what I see.
Well, I ain't gonna say I ain't know which way to move. I'm gonna say this though, and I don't know how it happened. I always tell people this. I don't know. But TV raised me, and when I say TV raised me, I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean that actually in a good way, because I did see rappers, I did see guns, and I knew still, without nobody telling me, that I don't supposed to go outside and do that, right? Yeah. I knew. I don't know how I knew that, but I knew that when I seen rappers that rapped on TV, and because I had an older brother too, so I got a older brother that's a age gap between me. So everything that was going on in the 90s, it was right there in my face. Crack, You know, my brother jumped off the porch early, so and we share the same room, so I knew what I saw him doing. It was crazy because I just knew that's bad, right? Like that looked bad, and he's hiding it from the people in this house, for they can't see it. So I'm automatically knowing that's bad.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't never want to be that guy. Now, I did fall into the hustle trap.
Yeah.
But I didn't fall into the aggressiveness of the streets trap where I want to rob, steal, kill.
Absolutely.
And I want to do that.
Yeah.
Because at that early age, me listening to the rappers that I was listening to or my brother was listening to, they was telling you to kill. They was telling you to do this. But I knew at some point BET stood for Black Entertainment. It wasn't really go outside and really do this.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I understand at times when people say they was raised by TV, because some people can get raised by TV and, like you said, not even have a clue to which way to go. So now you saying that your son listened to these artists or whatnot, or your daughter listen to these artists.
Both of them, yeah.
But you still have that conversation with them.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's dope.
Like,
That's pretty good.
A lot of people don't like to speak on it, but I mean, they do push the ill. I call it the ABCD community, but y'all don't cancel me for that before I get to where I'm supposed to.
Yeah, they will. They ran up on me out here. So, hell yeah, look, I ain't said nothing.
Hey, please don't run up on me, because if it's ever life or death, I'm always going to choose life. But outside of that comment right there, y'all don't try to cancel me for that. But that shit is definitely pushing on our kids. Like, I feel like if you get older and you like what you like, that's a choice that you made from experience that you had over time. But it's no way that shit should be just like, I don't need, not even just with gay people, but like, my kids shouldn't see a man and a woman kissing all day and all over each other. Like, they try to make it seem like it's pushed more because it's gay people, but no, I just feel like they are overly sexualizing shit.
They are.
So no, you shouldn't feel like that you want to be a fucking girl and you're 6 because you see that shit on TV, or because, like, no, absolutely not. If you get older, I will respect you as your mama for whatever choice you decide to make, but you're not just gonna push that on my kids like that.
So I'm gonna ask you another question because you said that. This is a very edgy question, but I'm gonna ask this.
Oh shit!
I know. How do you feel? Right? How do you feel about the same sex raising kids? Because that, like you said, the sexual is thrown in our face, right? Because, like I said, when I was growing up, that was very frowned upon. But now, I remember sitting down watching TV, and I think Empire just came out or something. So, and Empire had a character that liked men, but I still remember I had a 6 and a 7-year-old watching it. Also, because it was a big deal, right? Empire was a huge deal, and everybody had watch parties and stuff. So at my house, I had 2 kids watching it because it's on Fox. So you thinking that it's a family show, which they tried to push it. But once they saw the dude want to kiss another man, it's more explaining that you got to do in your household than from last time. Because when we was growing up, it was, hey, it was ridiculed. You bet not do that, right? But now it's happening in TV. So now we taking the TV and putting it in real life, because you do have 2 men raising another man, a little boy, or you have 2 women, and we just having a good conversation, y'all. But you do have 2 women that'll raise a little girl.
Yeah.
Who mind might be like, okay, my teacher or my uncle kisses a woman, but my mom, she kisses a girl. I'm confused now. So what's your take on the sexuality and the kids seeing this?
It goes back to me, like, seeing how, like, certain shit is just inappropriate. Like, just because it's a man and woman kissing don't mean the kid got to see a man. I just feel like love is love, and I just feel like it should be appropriate.
So at the right time, like it's supposed to be something
so
at the right time.
it's not necessarily about two men raising a kid or two women. I just feel like it goes with boundaries.
Cause you want your kids to see the love in the house, though, right? But you want your kids,
I got a cousin that's married. Like, and her woman operate perfectly. Like, I respect their relationship. I admire their relationship, but it's never nothing appropriate. Like, I just feel like your kids should see affection, but just too much mushy shit. Like, it don't have nothing to do with you being with the same sex, but too much of that shit, period, cause your son or your daughter can see a man and woman like just doing shit like that all day, and now they overly sexualized at a young age, like. And they might not necessarily like the same sex, but now you're still overly sexualized. So that I don't think has nothing to do with.
I feel like they ain't gonna know it, but then when they see it, they can get confused.
Yeah,
I saw 50 Cent say he was like, I saw my mama kiss another woman. I got confused, but I got, instantly. But some people don't be instantly know. Some people like, damn, my mama do. You can love somebody. Like my brother to me was my superhero. I tell him that all the time. You're my superhero. That's why I started selling crack.
Yeah.
Because I see somebody that I love and I saw what they was doing, so I wanted to do it at a young age, right?
Absolutely.
So at a young age, you don't know you don't know how your kid is even viewing you, because some of our kids is not at that proper age where they can fully express themselves. So they just seeing mama, we're gonna even take mama, right? We're gonna take dad. They just see dad that likes another man. They don't know how to fully say, I'm confused, dad, at a certain age, right? So 3-4 years can go by, and now they older, and now they might say, well, my dad, my superhero, I'm going to follow in my dad's footsteps, and I'm going to do this.
See, that goes back to me saying I feel like kids should make their choice until they've had experience. So even if you do fall just like you following after your brother's footsteps, I'm pretty sure that you had experiences to make you change your mind or, cross
once I got locked up. That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But I was older now. See, at 10 years old, I'm playing with Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
But at 11, I'm seeing crack. Yeah. And I'm seeing Jordans, and I'm seeing Deion Sanders, and I'm seeing cars with rims. I'm seeing pretty girls. And now I'm saying, oh, hold on now. Mama is complaining about bills. He's not. I'm going to follow this foot. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to follow this way. Now, I didn't know that it was bad until I already said I was going to do it, right? So even at 13, 14 years old, when I'm hearing somebody say, no, you're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to do that. I already made my mind up at 11 years old that I was going to do this. You see what I'm saying? So I like to ask that because your book say, how do you know when you're a toxic parent? So I want to know, I just want to know that, can you be a toxic parent with too much affection in your household? Because you just said you don't really want to show that that affection all the time.
When they purchase the book, they can go in there and read. And
there you go. Promote your
I'm
shit.
super detailed, about every single thought. Every single thought is very, very detailed. So I'm explaining exactly what I mean. I'm giving examples.
Okay.
So I'm very direct and straightforward about everything.
You made me take 2 shots, and then I saw a thing. I said, God, I was going back and forth in my house. Damn, everybody toxic, I think.
Yeah, in some kind of way, but like you said, going back to kids that are confused, that's where people like me come in at.
Most definitely.
Yeah, so God, he definitely used me as a vessel. I'm grateful. It wasn't always like this, and it took some time to get here. I done been in plenty of situations that could have had me dead or in jail, and
you give me that gangster vibe, girl. I'm just saying, you give me.
She laughed.
Yeah, because you give me. That's true.
Why did you laugh?
Because that's true. She damn, that nigga know me though. You just give me that. You give me that gangster vibe, Foxy Brown. I will shoot you, stab you if you cross me. But I can also see the goodness in you, the heart. Like I can probably tell you love hard.
Absolutely.
Exactly. I can tell that now what's going on is you are trying to recreate that. Like get out of that known for and go over to this right here. Because you said you to be an author is people who are looked at seriously.
Yeah.
So you want to be looked at seriously.
Yeah, like I mean, I feel like people have always taken me serious, but taken me serious the wrong way. Like, she known for being crazy or snapping off or doing something to people. Like, allegedly doing something to people.
You crazy?
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Okay. Like, the thing about me is, and I hope people that never understood me before, like, really understand if they decide to watch this video.
They gonna watch it.
I'm very humble about that side of me. Like, I can take it there, but I would rather avoid that.
Look how he looking at you.
I would rather
look how Boopy looking at you.
But I love that about myself because I can protect myself. I can stand up for myself and all of that. Yeah. And it's like, but I don't have to be that person. I don't have nothing to, like, I literally carry my gun with me everywhere I go.
Shit. Okay.
But listen to what I'm saying. I carry my gun everywhere, but every single day that I don't have to use it I had a good day. Like I encounter like so many different spirits, like of people and I had to understand these are assignments from the devil. Okay. If I can just get her but the devil knew like how fucked up my mind was.
Did you say her? Is your devil a girl?
Nah.
I feel the same with that.
Yeah, like he knew how fucked up my mind was. He knew how triggered I was. So like even still to this day, he purposely like sends people in my space to
try to knock you off your pivot.
And the old me will literally be dead or in jail. But now I laugh at people. You have a nice day. Ma'am, I don't know you I want you to make it home safe just like I'm going to make it home safe.
Yeah.
You just scared the shit out of me. I'm going to just tell you that right now. I'm like, oh, shit. So okay, go, boo.
No, y'all can go ahead because my question is, I still want to, when I think about like writing a book, I always want to know about like the business side of it. So like the publishing, did you have to go through a publishing company? How does one get something published?
Kinshay.
She showed you how to do it.
She helped me through all of that through Amazon.
Okay.
So it was all through
I created a publishing company.
Oh, you created your own publishing company. That's
absolutely.
Good. Boss, okay, I see you bossed up.
So I'm not considered like a self-publisher. Like I'm a published author.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you set that up yourself.
Yeah.
Ah, that's nice.
That's dope. I like that.
I thought you had to go through a company.
No, absolutely not. Like I created a website like to promote myself, have people, be introduced to who I am, what I'm trying to do. And like it just, I don't know, like I wrote that whole book in my notes. That whole book
on the
in
phone.
Like just sitting, and then I used to tell myself like, I talk to myself. Like I cuss myself out. I used to be like, bitch, you bullshit. Like you could have been done with this book so long ago, and you sitting around on social media looking at other motherfuckers accomplishing shit and traveling here and doing
this. You knew your
this.
talent. You knew what you can bring to the table, and you haven't opened that door now. But that's the thing. You have opened up this door now.
It took time.
Yes.
Like even with me finishing the book, the devil really tried to get me right when I was at the end. Some shit broke out in my personal life.
Yeah.
And instead of me doing like what I was used to doing, what I always would do, I was about to crash out. I went out on the balcony. I had to take some deep breaths and chill. And I went in the house and finished my book. And that was the first time I had ever just been able to control myself enough to really like, it's really just like releasing energy, but in a good way.
Yeah, most definitely in a good way.
Like I could have put my hands on somebody. I could have fucked up a car. I could have anything that just. But see, okay, so now you gonna make me go into detail why.
I want to know why, because I just told this guy that you was I was like, yo, we got somebody's coming, and I'm grateful to hear your story. I'm happy to see how far you came. I'm happy to hear the way that you think now, instead of and putting your hard work into this right here.
Yeah.
Because somebody's listening. Somebody's gonna listen to this, and they're gonna they're gonna say, yo, she went on the balcony, took a couple of breaths, came back in, handled her business.
Full transparent moment. Somebody who I've been in a relationship with for a very long time had a baby that it came out. Like that's the thing that just had me like really about to, cause I couldn't believe it.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, one of them, is that a deal breaker? Though, let me ask you this. I gotta ask you this because you said it. And before I ask you this, I want to tell you this. Like, you know, things like that can happen, and I am happy to see that you're here because you said you got that. And, you know, because my mom didn't get to use her mind before on a situation like that. My mom shot my father. So I want to ask you this right here: is that a deal breaker? If you're in a relationship with someone and they bring a child home, is that automatically a deal breaker?
No.
Oh.
And I say this because it depends on the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like in my situation, we was broken up for like a year and a half. So the baby was conceived during that time.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't necessarily respect the way that it came out. So it's just like, I just honestly felt like he could have came to me, but the fact that he felt like he couldn't come to me about it just made me question so much other shit. But I don't know. I really think it just depends on the situation.
I'm scared. I think I'll just leave. I wouldn't even. I'll just leave. If I had a baby by another woman, well, y'all wasn't even together though, right?
Exactly.
You just didn't like the way that the situation
that
was
it
handled.
came out. Exactly. It was the way that it came out. But like me and her, cause she's a girl, like grown to be like this, like she really look up to me. So I had to tell myself, if you're going to, and I really wanted to speak on this, but I genuinely feel like for anybody, if you're in a child's life that's not biologically yours, if you're not there genuinely, and if you doing it to prove a point to the other person, like the other child's parent, or if you doing it because of the person you with, you might as well just walk away.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because at some point in time, you're gonna either damage that relationship between that child and that parent, or you damage the child from how you treat them.
Okay.
So like anytime she's around me, like I treat her as like it's no like mistreatment. She don't feel out of place. Like
she can feel the love that you give the other ones also, right?
And I handle her with care.
Yeah.
Like even if he would have been cool with me putting my hands on her, it's something that has to be wrong in my mind to even feel like that shit is okay for me to do, even if my partner is allowing that shit, which your partner shouldn't allow that shit.
No.
But if they do allow that shit, that still does not give you the fucking
the green
right
light.
Exactly.
Yeah, it don't give you the green light. So I want to ask you this before we go. We still got. I want to ask you this though. What makes a good parent? Because me growing up, I looked at my mom as a good parent, even though I said she was stern, because she bought me stuff, right? She bought me games, she bought me Jordans, right?
Hold on, hand me that book right there, because while he talking, I'm finna go on and flip to a certain page.
So I'm asking. So while you look, while you looking, I'm gonna keep talking. So what because a lot of people, if you hear what makes you a good parent, they'll say, "Oh, I do this with my child. I do this with my child," and it's more financially what they do for their child than teaching what they do for their child.
I don't think it's no just one answer. You know what I'm saying? What makes you a good parent? it's gonna be different. Number one, good is objective or subjective.
Okay.
So your good might be different than my good. You see what I'm saying? So I might can feel like I buy my children everything. I seen she got a title in one of the chapters in her book is food, clothing, and shelter.
And did you just read my mind or something? Like, get out of my head. I was sure waiting on you to get done.
Because that could be me being a good parent to me. You see what I'm saying? And I tend to agree with that, right?
But that's why I asked.
I tend to. I know. I read in the book, and it's like I need to definitely read that chapter because I am one of the people who can look at that and say that's enough. Now I know, of course, they need a little bit more support, emotional support.
Yeah.
They need that, but I feel like, man,
shoes, clothes, and shelter.
Food, clothes, and shelter.
Is that? I'm a good parent,
right? A motherfucker can't tell me nothing. Look, man, you ain't got to worry about us being homeless.
Yeah.
You ain't got to worry about not having clothes on your back, and you ain't got to worry about going hungry. I'm a good parent, but I know parenting is more than that.
Absolutely.
But I am a type of person who say, hey, I'm providing that. Get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah.
What you say?
My book gonna change some shit about you. It's gonna change some shit. If you read, you might have to read it about 2 or 3 times, but chapter 10, do you feel like shelter, food, and clothing make you a good parent? Page 44. I ain't gonna say too much, but in a sentence I said, a nice outfit and pair of shoes don't mean much if you are unaware of your child's feelings. Yeah. So I got another sentence. I said, our children are not just objects we groom. So it's more than just appearance. You might have a big ass house, but do that house feel empty? Do your child want to come home to that bit? It's not necessarily about money. I even speak on how time, money don't mean shit without that time spent.
Yeah.
These kids don't give a fuck about a new pair of Jordans and they ain't seen their daddy or talked to their daddy in 4 weeks. Yeah. So it's just no, you shouldn't. It's a balance. It's a balance. Shit, my kids, they'll rather have their love or their time spent than a pair of shoes. They just those type of kids. I can't speak for everybody else's kids, but I'm sure my kids is not the only ones.
I mean, it makes sense.
Nigga, where you at?
Yeah. The reason I say it makes
these goddamn shoes.
Yeah. The reason I say that it makes sense is because I'm a guy that likes to analyze, and I like to take myself out of situations, and I like to listen to other people's situations. So basically what I mean by that is I didn't grow up in poverty. I grew up in the middle class a little bit. So I say, we struggle.
Upper middle class.
Well, hell nah, nigga. Shit. I wish I did.
Upper middle class.
But how I grew up was my mother worked 16 hours a day just to make sure that we live. Yeah, but listen, that's a sacrifice she done, though. My mother did a sacrifice to make sure that her 3 kids, which we all turned out a little messed up, but my mama still made sure that we had a roof and everything over our head, right? And at times, I don't know, did she feel like that she was doing enough? But this is catch me what I'm saying, I'm for the land. Because I watch other celebrity kids who not happy with their parents, who got money, who say Romeo about Master P. You know what I'm saying? We only looking at Master P as this mogul. But he got a son that said, man, he love y'all more than he love me. From 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? It's so many, and not even those celebrities, kids. It's so many kids that I meet. It's so many people that I meet, and they talk about that their parents that was doctors, nurses, big boys. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, we lived in Brentwood, but man, my daddy didn't care. They asked me how I felt. My daddy didn't really, you know what I'm saying, ask me those things. So they looking at it different from how other kids that's living in poverty looking at it. Like other kids damn, man, I got a big old house, but like you just said, that big house, it may be a big house, but inside everybody's empty.
Yeah, that's hard.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's why y'all
man, listen, man, y'all see what's going on. This is BRC at its finest. We don't just do hip hop, R&B topics. We like to highlight the people, the persons that's come on this show, entrepreneurship, authors, and because this is something that we all can learn from.
Nah, fact. That's a fact. It is. I want y'all to make sure y'all keep supporting us. Before we get out of here though, Diamond, I asked everybody who's sitting in that chair, is there a Mr. Diamond or something like that in your life? Are you dating? You married? What's going on with you right now?
Talk.
I'm just letting the universe flow.
Nah, that ain't a good one. That ain't a good one. She got about 7 people lined up there.
I'm going to elaborate because I talk a lot, so I'm just not going to give y'all that type of answer without explaining.
Okay.
But I just got out of a long relationship.
What's
that
long?
Went back in a 10 plus years.
Okay.
Like 10
okay.
and a half, 10, 11.
Darn, okay.
So, like,
Stability?
within that time, I learned a lot about myself. So, like, this is the first time me and him have broken up where I still feel whole. Like, I still know what's to come. I can still focus. Like, I've never just been able to fully focus on myself. So, I'm single. I'm not looking. Whatever is
But if
meant
it
for
land
me.
in your lap, though.
Oh, yeah. I'm
Literally.
catching
Yeah,
it with
literally.
both hands. Both hands. Yeah, absolutely.
Both hands.
Yeah, both
But
hands.
yeah, the
It's
boyfriend
not
might
going
land in your
nowhere.
lap.
It's not going nowhere. I need a man to lead me with all this success I got coming. Like,
Most
I
definitely.
need somebody that I can depend on. So whoever don't fit into that.
I like that because behind every successful woman is a great man.
Absolutely.
To help you spend that successful money that you finna
Yeah,
make.
exactly. It's gonna be too much.
Yeah.
Actually, I ain't gonna say the amount that I'm about to get, but I had somebody ask me, "What would you do with all that money?" I said, "Give it away."
To who the dude you talking
No.
to? Or just give it away? I'm just saying, hold on, I'm gonna be your boyfriend. You be shit, hold on, you finna get somebody away with. Look, Diamond, I'm gonna fall in your lap right there.
No, but like, I just feel like the wrong people have been put in position. Like more people like me are about to start rising to help this shit expand and multiply.
Oh, that's
like,
deep. I see what
I'm
you
not
mean,
one of
too.
those type of people that get in a position and say, fuck everybody. I'm not. No, like, anytime I've ever been blessed, it's all like my blessings is other people's blessings.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I never just keep it within myself.
And
Like,
that's how you stay blessed.
I don't mind sharing nothing.
Okay.
So
That's a mushy moment right there, y'all.
Yeah.
Diamond has just said that she don't mind. So
love you.
y'all already know what it
and
is.
you got my name wrong when you introduced me, but I had to go on and let it go.
I always let it flow. What is
Nah,
it for the people?
It's Pinkston.
Pinkston.
Diamond
I said
Pinkston.
picky.
You sure did.
I did. I said
Diamond
picky.
Pinkston, man. And
Diamond Pinkston.
Tell the people how they can get your book. How can they follow you on social media and keep up with you?
My Instagram is Nakoya X3.
Man, you know you gotta spell that. These people barely
Yeah, come on,
graduated high
man.
school.
Everybody
girl.
I know don't know how to spell
Okay,
it.
so hold on. Let me start with my website. My website is painintopassions
Okay.
with an S.com.
Okay.
Or you can go purchase it through Amazon.
Okay.
And what's the name of the book for the people one more time?
Are you a toxic parent?
Y'all go find that. Are you a toxic parent?
Great
on
book.
Amazon.
Absolutely.
All right, go ahead. My bad. How to, social media and all that.
NICOYA X3.
Okay.
So
Koya
Only
X3.
Instagram. You ain't got Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok.
my Facebook is Diamond Pinkston.
Okay.
So it's just my regular name. I don't know my TikTok name because I don't use it like that.
Oh, okay.
TikTok is more like Google for me. Like,
Yeah.
I go to search shit.
Well, always.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. I'll use all your social media platforms because now you have a
Absolutely.
product.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying? And you don't have, and I think books, before we go, I'm going to say this. I think books are timeless, right?
Yeah.
Not like music. Because music can be, because I don't listen to what I was listening to in 2003. But I will pick up a book that I read from 2003. And you got to remember that your Facebook friends are not going to be your Instagram friends. Because the way my Instagram set up and the way that my Facebook set up, totally different. You You know what I'm saying? So
use the love and everything be different.
Yeah, so exactly, right? So use all of your platform. It's awesome right here, you guys. Listen, are you a toxic parent? And I know you don't know right now, so get a glass of wine, roll up, whatever you do, give yourself a second, then go to Pain and Passion website, get this book right here, man. This is a very, very good book. You know me and Boopy don't even do this really. We don't really just, we say something and then we go on to the next one, but I want you guys to make sure that you go check this book out because it's very deep and it will make you call your mama, your dad, or whoever raised you, and you gonna have some questions for them.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what it is, man. So this your boy Lano XL, man. You already know I got two things to say, man. Get money, stay true, get money.
And listen, man, if nobody told you today that they love you, let me be the first one to say I love you, I love you, I love you, man. Family, we out of here, y'all.
Peace.
Hustle just to get all of this shit, count up these racks. Making plays, I'm in the field just like a quarterback. Go harder than any of these niggas, that's no cap.